Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Zelkenon and welcome back to another episode of Smite Super Builds, and today we have Janus. It is the official release for him, or rather call him Janus. Excuse me, he's definitely something else. I played quite, a few matches as him, and honestly I am kind of disappointed. If you're asking why, it's mainly because, he's pretty difficult. Two, he kind of has to rely on his teammates in order to get off really good damage. Three, his lane clearing's not the best. Four, his ulti is rather slow. It's slower now compared to PTS server version. They increased the casting time and whatnot, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is a build, so I've been going with this. Mostly based around cooldown reduction because his abilities are rather quite long, the way that he plays. So reduce that to be getting a full cooldown reduction, and to make sure 2, 4.8 seconds, which is really nice, and R1 and 3, 9 seconds, which isn't too bad. Okay, so let's go into the items. Active wise, he has he has escapes. He can use a portal, but it's kind of difficult to use it. I've been using my threshold more as an more as an escape, but it doesn't really increase the speed that much, unless if you stack it with your portal, then you get a nice passive stack of increased movement speed. So it really depends who you're fighting. Free actives like Greater Spin and Purification, that's if you need to rush somebody or escape, because he is rather squishy. And it's kind of hard to get out of sticky situations, so you maybe should use that. Of course, if you're doing conquest, you may want like meditation, teleport to towers, or some other things like that, hand of gods. But as far as actual items, like I said, cooldown reduction would go choose a focus and chronos pendant. If you're finding quite a few physical power gods, you may want to get breastplate of valor. In different game modes, it's better which one to have which. It's really up to you which one you want to get. Now, moving on to Pionomicon, I highly recommend this item for him. It really helps him out on overall damage output, because you can't rely on your ulti for damage, for quick damage rather. You can't rely on your 3, and you can't heavily rely on your portal either. It's rather hard to land, and if you do land it, it's funny as hell. Honestly, it's funny as hell when somebody falls through it or accidentally steps into it, but honestly it doesn't do that great of damage. But rather, Pionomicon helps you, if you drop them through the portal and you move towards them and you follow with the basic attack, or you slow them down with your threshold and combo with your portal to kind of CC them ideally, and then Pionom. So it helps out quite a bit. Obviously the mana, power, and life steals all really great and stuff, but mainly for the passive. Now, Soul Reaver, I typically never get this item. One, is kind of pricey, it's like 2,900 gold. But with Janus, he needs quite a bit of power. I'm not gonna lie, he needs power because mainly of his ulti and the lack of damage overall from his abilities. Don't get me wrong, his 2 does really great damage, especially if you can hit somebody twice. The second time with it. But like I said, it's pretty difficult to land the portal sometimes. Now, not all the times. What I was saying about earlier, if you have a good teammates and you have Kumakarna, something like that, if you have great initiators and CC, Janus works really, really great. Now, if you don't have those, key people or a great team in general, he's just going to do really, really bad. Honestly, I'll put him on my lowest list on mages. Just my own personal opinion. But yeah, so Soul Reaver helps out definitely with the ulti, because his ulti is really crap. This may offend some pro Janus players by now, but honestly, it scales up to 600. It's alright. It's really low, and it's half of your magical power. Half of your magical power. Now, this makes no sense to me, but I'm not going to get into a whole bunch of ranting. Like I said, it's just the builds. So I'm going to kind of withhold myself from ranting too long on Janus. It really bugs me. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, that's why I get Soul Reaver to help out damage on the ulti and whatnot, and overall. Bancroft's talent, I like this. Like I said, for more magical power, and the life steal works really great with this too. When you do clear the lanes and or you know, just hit people, it works really well and help you sustain. Now his final item, Rata Hoodie. So that's gonna move on along here. So we're gonna go ahead and ulti Raw. So he should be around about here. That kind of sucks, man, actually. So I mean, ideally, if you're a Raw or Quang, that probably would have killed him, or Vulcan rather. I mean, 519 now. Again, this is against Raw bot, not real person. But I mean, there's just some damage output. So that's what I'm having for the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.